And welcome back to another installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. I'm your host, Sensei-pong, and it has been decided at some point next week, if I get the chance to pass by the Asian market, I will pick up myself some melon bread, because if you haven't had it, it's pretty good. It's not, I wouldn't say it's my favorite Japanese, baked good, but it lacks the same, sugar content as a donut, but it's definitely not a sweet bread because the bread itself usually isn't that sweet. But it's got, I don't know what is that? Oh man, what's that called? The Hispanic listeners will probably enjoy it more. It's because it's similar to a concha. I think that's what it's called, concha bread, because it's shaped a little bit like a conch shell. Anyways, there's a Mexican bread pastry roll called a concha, which is also really good if you haven't tried it. But it's got like this kind of... I'm off topic. Welcome back. So what happened last time? Melon bread. Got to go pick it up. And if you don't have melon bread, you could probably find a concha. It's kind of similar, except melon bread tends to be a little bit stickier because it's got more of a glaze and it tastes like melon. Conchas are sweet and powdery goodness on the top. Yes. So what happened last time? PBG was staring... Wow, Buffett! Okay, so PBG was staring us down like a piece of meat, and I think I liked it. But, that aside, we also gloated a little bit to May, who got jealous, maybe just a little bit jealous that we got to talk to John Tron on the way out. And so, let us carry on. I carried my melon bread through the minefield of people, searching for the now familiar sight of May's red hair. Where is she? I couldn't see her anywhere, and there were almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food, and splitting the costs for sodas. Suddenly, I felt very obvious and very alone. Isn't there anywhere I can sit? Just then, I spotted a table at the front of the room. Oh snap! I know who this is. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing his spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general. He was having a hard time with it. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask, "Foof, I'm bringing the ball pit over here. Dapper J's ball pit, so I can throw these little plastic balls at Foof and be like, hey, knock it off." They're really light. It doesn't... I can smack myself in the face and it doesn't hurt. Foof. Even if I just throw in her general area, she'll get the idea. Foof, knock it off. There you go. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. ... Well, no wonder. He was eating his spaghetti with a spoon. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning in front of the room. And he was wearing a jacket, just like the Normal Boots Club's, but different. A gold and gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club? Or maybe he was friends with them. Hey! What? Hana! Oh, May! May appeared between me and the boy, who glanced up at us before returning to his spaghetti. Thank goodness I found you. I saved a table for you in the back. Oh. I looked at the boy and then back at May. Come on. Aw, poor Moosey. She grabbed my shoulder rather forcibly and forced me to the back of the room. Hey, what's wrong?
Well...
You are so lucky I got here when I did. That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name's Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club. The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival club of Normal Boots. He's really weird. I mean... Oh, I like Moosey's videos. She looked around her to make sure no one was listening in, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria. He speaks in Comic Sans. Whoa. Yeah, it'd be better to stay away from him. Especially since you already got to know some of the Normal Boots guys. What are you talking about? I only just met John today.
Uh-huh.
Haha, yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes
Really?
you. Really? Is that what you thought it was? Either May was blind or she has a serious case of wishful thinking. Oh, totally. It was so cute! Just like my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, then go off to fight aliens together. I don't think that's gonna happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening.
um...
Maybe that's what's gonna happen if I choose the wrong route. Aliens are gonna attack. So, now that you're in good with PBG, can you introduce me to Jared? Oh, was that what she was getting at? A hot flash of doubt seized me. Was it possible that May only liked me because she thought I knew the normal boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still looking at her shining and eager face, I could not talk myself out of the idea. I actually thought PBG didn't like me.
What?
What? Why would you think that?
Well...
He was glaring at me. Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle. Wait, a triangle now? I can see it. Stars practically erupted from her eyes. Ding. PBG, I can't. But Hannah, I love you.
PBG...
I'm not. But my maidenhood. Where are you going with this? And I'm not doing like a Blanche Dubois voice, only because PBG is from the South. That he don't talk like that. Only Blanche Dubois from Baton Rouge. I slammed my. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna peeve off my Texan audience, and I love my Texan audience. They, for the most part, like me, and I'm okay with that. I love Texas. Done. I slammed my fork on the table. May looked pleased with herself. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. Still, I searched my mind, eager to change the subject. That was an impressive scenario.
What?
What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot. May laughed nervously. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated. May told the story of her past friendship with the girl like they were eternal arch-nemeses. Apparently they had some bad blood. I nodded, choosing to take the time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together as I headed towards the door, though May hesitated. Hey, I forgot something back in the dorm. Oh, need help? No, I'm totally okay. I'm just gonna get it. I'll see you later, though, right?
See you later.
Okay, see you in class. Oh, she's up to something. Look at that. Look at that face. I don't trust May. I waved and May sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and head back to Poppy Hall. Large groups of 7 or 8 people were laying out in the sun, playing catch, and eating lunch on the lawn. It looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. Without students inside of it, Poppy Hall looked a bit like an abandoned hospital. My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. A nurse in a bloody gown had walked out of one of the rooms. With a sigh, I opened up my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it after all. Oh, I stepped into the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. A boy sat on the windowsill, and he jerked up when I came in. Bum bum bum, who's the mystery man? He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood and shook his head, then crossed to a desk on the opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly. Oh, snap, another Normal Boots jacket. This guy, he was Shade from the Normal Boots Club, did you know, gaming? How on earth did this keep happening to me? Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeted with his hands a little, then turned to look at me. You're the new girl. I nodded. I have no idea how Shane's voice sounds like, because he never does any voices on his channel. He always gets special guests like PBG or Kid Icarus or anybody, really. He gets a whole bunch of YouTubers on there and does the voices for him. Voiceover. I want to say he's British, so I'm going to try to do a British accent. I'm going to chop this up horribly, and I'm going to lose like half my audience, because half my audience is from the United Kingdom, except for the Scots and maybe the Irish, and maybe the Welsh, because they'll find it funny. But, well, no, maybe not. Maybe the Scots and the Irish. I have no idea. My name is Hannah. It's nice to meet you. He nodded. Shane. That was terrible. Okay. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This was my chance to get in with the Normal Boots Club, and I was blowing it. I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. You, Shane looked at me, unsmiling. You're part of the new Normal Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me. Oh, I just saw your jackets, so I trailed off. The jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, they are. I'm assuming that's Shane's actual voice, because I don't recognize it. No offense, Shane. I watch a lot of Did You Know Gaming only because it's one of I don't know. It's fun. It's fun facts of the day, I suppose. Okay. Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if he expected me to crawl out of my skin and reveal myself to be a large, amphibious reptile. I had to do something. Who knew when another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely he wasn't onto me already. Maybe it was better not to risk it. You know, we're gonna butt right into people on this playthrough. We'll try talking to him. So you play games then? Shane looked over at me. I've always been interested in video games, but I didn't get to play them much growing up. They're really expensive, and my dad couldn't afford them, but I used to go over to my friend's house and play there. Shane didn't respond. Now what? I was out of stuff to say. What did you play?
What?
What? Oh, Mario Kart. Naruto Kart. We go into battle mode on the triple deck. He would drive around by himself on the top level, and I'd try to booby trap the lowest level. There's a good spot on the next to the ramp. I'd wait there until my mom came racing down on the ramp to find me, then smash her with a red shell. Shane's angry stare faded. He was smiling. Aww. He made the whole room seem 10 shades brighter. Or maybe I was more relaxed. Ha 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 ha! Your mom must have been mad. She was. But she always let me do it. Probably on purpose. Did your mom... A door slid open. Mimi and her friends, a couple of chattering girls, entered the classroom. They stopped and stared at me, from me to Shane. It was clear they thought they were interrupting something, even though we were sitting on opposite ends of the room. Sorry. No, it's fine. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy they caught me talking to the Shane of Normal Boots Club. The girls went to the desks and sat down. What were you... Boom. Shane was staring at me again, an odd, hurt look on his face. I immediately felt like I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to do. Did he know what I was trying to do? But, I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to talk to him. He was an interesting guy. It's not like I only talked to him because he was in Normal Boots. But he turned, pulled out a notebook and some pens, and scribbled away, thoroughly ignoring me. The air was stuffy. I tugged at the collar of my shirt, sweating. The girls kept looking over at me, looking over their shoulders as if they expected something. I smiled hesitantly at them. They smiled back, then started a conversation amongst themselves. The atmosphere was broken. I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke with them, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal. I waited for May to come to class, wanting desperately to tell her What happened? When the bell rang and Miss Shizuka started teaching, May still hadn't come. Bum bum bum. Class came and went, the bell rang, and I was alone. And with that, I think this may be a good point to cut off. So, stay tuned until next time to see what happened to May, and whether or not my conversation with Shane possibly was a complete crash and burn. I have the feeling if I ever meet Shane in real life, it would probably be something awkward like that. Not saying I'd ever go to a convention, I don't really have the money for that. This channel literally runs on paper clips. My last pair of headphones were actually held together by masking tape. So yes, again, I lied to Rob Dyke when I said duct tape. It was actually masking tape. But yeah, those headphones broke. So now I have a new pair of headphones, and again, I think I already mentioned this in a past episode, thanks to Birdie Berry for getting me a new headset. Because this headset is nice. This is like the nicest piece of equipment I have. It beats my mouse. Because, you know, I like them good mouses. Mice. Computer mice. Mouses. Those computer rats. I really like good computer rats. So yes. To talk more about computer rats, stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more computer rat content. And this is sensei-pong signing out. Like and subscribe.